Welcome to the Just Give Me the Mic show, and I am your host, Debra Coco. And if you do not know about Just Give Me the Mic, what we do here is highlight positive people doing positive things throughout our communities and worldwide. And we strive to bring you the best interview experience that there is. So again, I want to thank everyone for their support. And what I would like for you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Relax and enjoy the show, everybody. Thank you again for your support.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Just Give Me the Mic show. I am your host, Debra Coco, and I have a treat for you today. If you're like me, you love theater. I actually grew up in theater, and I'm excited to interview my guests today because they actually have a great production that you can see in New York at the Roulette, September 14th, called Tales of a Grown Girl. So again, sit back, watch this little snippet, and we'll be back with the cast. I'm so excited to interview them so they can tell you about your experience and what you can see when you come out and support the theater. Check it out. Okay, and without further ado, I welcome the cast members of Tales of a Grown Girl. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll start it off with the executive producer, Yolanda Brathwaite. So
Okay.
tell us about the production, and then we'll introduce the characters, or the actors. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of film. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm so excited for this because this is my story, me growing up in the 90s.
Okay.
And I just wanted to tell my version of what it was like for me. So it originally started as a book.
Okay.
And the book did so well. I mean, it was like #1 for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, on Amazon. And that just blew me away automatically from there. And then after that, we were just like, okay, we have something here. People love it. Everybody was just like, we need more. And then that's when we went to stage play.
Well, how was that transition for you? Before we introduce, how was that from being an author writing to actually now having to find people to portray the characters in your story? How was that?
It was difficult. I knew somebody who knew somebody. And then they connected me with all the connected people that I needed to form a stage play. And once we did that, it just blossomed, and with God aligning everything together, we made it.
Oh, wow, because writing a book and writing a script.
It's two different things.
Two different things,
Yes.
right? You got to do setting, dialogue,
Yes.
and all these different things.
Yes.
So that was easy for you to do?
Not actually, because I'm not the writer of the stage play.
Okay.
That is T. Marie. She wrote and directed this stage play here, the remastered version, and she has she locked that down really well.
Oh,
She
that's
knows
awesome.
she knows what to do with that.
Shout out to her because
Yes.
she reached out.
Yes.
I know she can't make it here with us today, but I
Yes.
want to definitely give her a shout out.
Yes.
So now we'll go to your actors and your actresses and tell us your name, tell us who you portray in the theater, in the play, and tell us a little bit about your character.
Okay, hi everybody. Shout out to Debra Coco. Just give me the mic and all the cast and tales of a grown girl. So glad to be here. I am Sharia MC Heaven Perry, and I met Yolanda. Like she said, how God aligns things.
Yes.
So my good friend Serena brought me to Nick Cannon, and then I kept going and going, and I met Yolanda. She had her book. I didn't have money that day, but I said, let's stay in touch. I'm going to get it.
Nice.
I got it. I read the book in one day, and she said, listen, let's stay in touch. I'm going to be doing some things, you know, when she saw what I did. And I was up one early morning, prayer directs my life. I'm praying and, you know, what to do. I get a text, hey, would you like to be in my play? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
I came in. So this is my third time being in a play, and I play Michelle Bell's character, who the story is based on her aunt. So I'm Aunt Kathy.
Okay,
I'm
Aunt
cool
Cassie,
down
okay.
aunt. Everybody comes to the house, and it resonates with me. Like right now, a lot of my kids have their friends at a sleepover, and I'm, you know, so. But Aunt Kathy is just a different type of, you know, person. Like she's
a whole vibe.
Yeah, she's a whole thing. Like, you know. So I play the aunt, and it's just a wonderful thing how God really aligns things in His time.
Yes,
So,
yes,
that's
indeed,
me.
absolutely, yes. And Tamara.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi, thank you, Coco, for having us here.
Of course,
You
of
know,
course.
thank you. I played Doris,
Okay.
Michelle Bell's mom.
Oh.
She
Look.
is, yes.
My mama.
Oh, Lord, so you've been through
Yeah.
some things in
Yes,
this.
exactly. My daughter.
Yes, yes.
So, you know, I mean, it's great. I mean, Doris she's hardworking. She loves her child.
Okay.
And she goes through a lot of trials and tribulations with her daughter. So, you know, she just try to handle it. It's life. Life
Right.
is like hitting her like bad.
Right, and
But
this
she's
actually
maintaining.
Pink Houses in Brooklyn.
Yes.
In the 90s.
Yes.
So we put all that together.
Yes.
You had your hands full.
Yeah.
You had your
My
hands
hands
full.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it's great though because I mean, you know, I'm a mother too, so
Yes.
I know things happen and things, you know, but it's like she handles it well.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's I don't know, it's a lot.
How did you identify with the character as far as it being similar to your real life, or was it really different? Like what did you have to do to prepare for this role?
Well, I had an incident last year when Tels was we played it in last September, and my daughter lives in North Carolina, so she came up to see me.
Okay.
And when she came up, she passed out on my couch. So this is something in the play that's similar to that.
Oh,
Had to
wow.
call her name, had to call 911. I ran around like crazy, so it's like it's I don't want to get too much about
Yeah,
the play, but yeah,
yeah.
it happened. And you know, every time I go through this scene, I feel like back in that,
you see that.
I see
Right,
it again, and it makes you
right.
want to cry and just, you know, do a lot. So, but it helps me with the character a lot. So, you know,
But we do have to pull from our real
Yes.
life
Life
different
situations,
sources
yeah,
close
yeah.
to us.
and it's real life. Everything in the play is real life. It
Yeah.
happened.
These are real
So,
events.
yeah, real
Okay.
events.
These are
So,
real events that
yeah.
happen.
And Ty, let's talk about you and your character.
Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
As you know, my name is Ty Midget, Ty Paperwork. I'm playing Uncle D. I'm Doris' love interest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it ain't all bad then. Yeah, it ain't all bad. Okay.
Uncle D, I mean, without going too much in depth about the character himself, Uncle D is, he's just a weird uncle, so to speak. you know, in the 90s, those terms using uncle, you know what that meant. You know,
Right.
I'm the mom's boyfriend, so to speak. But Uncle D, man, he's a real interesting character. I can't say that I identify with him.
Okay.
You know, in my real life, I mean, if it comes down to the smooth talk, then yes.
That's the natural part. I
That's
do
just
that
the
on a
natural
regular.
part. But
Right.
other than that, I can't really identify with him. But it was great because that was the challenging part for me to actually be able to tap into that role
Right.
and really give people that raw uncut Uncle D to show people like, you know what, I have range with my acting.
Yeah,
You know,
That's
so
important,
I'm not just playing a role that's typically will suit me. This is somebody I had to make an out of body experience to step into someone completely different who is completely opposite of who I am.
Right.
So it was real great and challenging for me. So I loved the challenge.
Good,
I accepted it, and I was just thankful that Yolanda and David asked me to be a part of it. So.
And we also have to shout out David.
Yeah.
Shout out
David.
to David. Because he is doing some wonderful work out here, and he pushes very hard for the project.
Yeah.
And he even reached out to me before. He's like, look, and I said, look, when I say we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna make it happen. Don't even worry. You ain't even gotta come to me 2-3 times. We're gonna do it.
Right.
That's how it's done. And I'm happy for you because I actually met you on set. Shout out to Amornay. And so this sounds like something totally different from what I've seen you doing.
Right.
So I'm excited for you.
Right.
And we've also worked together. Shout out to I Am Relentless, Stats Cadero.
Cadero.
So yeah, we coming, Tom. We coming. We making our way. So now we have Daquan. Right, I got it. Okay. I shouldn't have put y'all too close together, okay? All right, so tell us about your character and who you play in the play.
Well, my character, he's like the football jock love interest. Well, not a real love interest, just a quick fling for Michelle Bell. In my eyes, it happened.
Oh, as you was doing your...
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened real quick, and that was just the end of it. In my eyes, he's a smooth talker. That's really just all it is. He's just a smooth talker. He's, well, the real story behind him, from what I remember, because I remember when I first joined, you talked about it. He's a little bit of a bum. Like, the way he
out
acted.
here faking the funk. Like, okay, I got you. We see that today. Right.
He's a wild dude in my eyes.
Okay.
But he plays football. That's kind of where I resonate with him because I was a football player before I started focusing on acting. I was also a little bit of a smooth talker back then.
I see the swag. I see it.
It's there.
So that's how I fit in with working with the character. When I first started looking at the script and reading and looking at the character, I was just more like, oh, I don't know if I could do this again. Feels weird. I'm in a different stage in life. This is not who I am anymore. And then, as time went on, I was just like, well, I'm an actor, so this is easier. Just tap back into that little energy, get back to it. I'm the smooth talking now.
All right.
Right. Hey, we pull from different sources. Either it's directly from yourself or somebody that you know. How do you love the live audience? Because that's the thing that is the most important piece of the theater, because sometimes we feed off of the people that come out to see us, right?
Yes.
So how do you feel about that? How do you like the live aspect of it?
Like you said, the energy and the connection, and you know if you messing up because they probably ain't gonna say that, and you doing it when they giving you a cheer. Right. So it's like you feed off of the emotion, and you want to give all that you have.
Right.
In that scene when you're on the stage, like this is your moment. You remember that song? Like this is your time. So you just want to give all that you have, and you're grateful for that moment, and you want people to feel feel you, not just see you, but to feel like this is real what they're doing.
Yeah.
So that's
because you know what? Because it's real time. You in real time, so you're getting real response from people, the audience, and everything. So yeah, that's a great feeling.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, for me myself, when I first did the play, very first time, I'm new to this. I didn't see nobody in the audience. It was just
black. That's a technique.
And I thought it was just because it was the first time. But the second time, the same thing happened. I didn't see nobody. I heard everybody though. And we were in the town where we lived on Long Island, and there was a lot of people that we knew that came out. I heard somebody say, Andrea. That's my middle name, and I was like, oh.
Now back to what I was saying, okay?
Right.
Real time response.
I guess for me, this is my first stage play, I'm excited about it. I'm not new, to audiences and crowds and stuff like that, because I'm used to performing and stuff like that.
You do music as well.
Yeah, I do music,
right.
so I'm used to performing. I did Apollo in '97.
Oh, wow.
So me being in front of a crowd, I'm not camera shy. I'm not shy about it. I actually look forward to it.
Okay.
So but the stage play, like I said, it's a different dynamic, and I believe I'm up for the challenge. Dora's gonna bring out the best in me.
Yes.
in the worst.
In the worst at the same time. So I'm just excited for it, you know. So like I said, I'm just excited. I hope everybody come out, enjoy themselves, and be able to connect with the story, you know, Yolanda's story on different levels because it's very emotional. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to be sad, you're going to feel anger. There's going to be a lot of emotions.
Dance a little bit.
That's what I really like about it the most too, is like, because it's the 90s. Okay, that was a great era. We already know that. So we actually got the music, we got the wardrobe, we got the fashion, everything, and we taking you back. So your setting is going to be back in the 90s. So that's like amazing part of the show.
We got some praying, some gospel music.
I love that.
Shout out DJ Za.
Our music producer, DJ Za. Yes.
I mean, I'm happy that this vision came about for you.
Yes,
and
thank
we
you.
all have important stories to tell.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you had the opportunity to make yours come to the stage.
Yes.
So to speak. And that's a new avenue for a lot of authors right now.
Right.
To take it from the words in the book and bring it to life, you know, and I think that's a new trend. I see a lot more authors taking that step. So you could actually capitalize off of one idea more than one time. And more than one way, right? Multiple times. I think that's beautiful. So I take it that you want your audience to walk away just having a good time.
Yes.
Just relating to a character. And relating to the message.
Yes.
Is that the main thing that you would like?
Yes. And I believe that everyone that sees the play can resonate in some way. If it didn't happen to you, you know someone it happened to.
Right.
Exactly. So you're there.
So how did you come up with the title?
You know what? I have a nonprofit organization called Grown Girls NYC. So everything I try to relate around the grown girls.
Okay.
So it was my story. So I was like, all right, I'll be telling like tales, like a story. So then I just incorporated the grown girl, and there it is.
Okay. Do you plan on having like sequels to this, right? Like a different part to this?
Yeah, we have several.
So.
Yeah, we have several things in the works.
It could be endless, you know.
Yeah, we do. We have several things in the work. So I'm excited about everything that's coming.
I'm excited. So you said the era. Y'all don't know. When you're doing theater, even when you're doing film, the clothing, when you are stuck in one time period, it is very important. Who got the knockers? Anybody got the big knockers? You got the knockers?
Well, I am the mother, so I can't really do that, but I do have them. Now, if mommy was going out to the club and not work,
You're talking about the Converse.
Exactly.
I'm thinking salt and pepper and all that kind of stuff.
24/11s.
Yes. That must be fun in itself.
Yes.
Recreating all of that.
Yeah.
So how hard was it for you to get the whole set? Like to create that on set?
Initially, it was difficult, but you know, everybody had something. Well, nowadays, because everything is just repeating itself, somebody had something in their closet that can replicate the 90s.
Okay.
So everybody just pulled together, and it came up with the idea, and it worked.
Okay. Any challenges for any of the actors?
Well, just my nerves, my anxiety.
Okay.
It was a challenge, but I'm okay now.
And this is your first time?
Well, this is my third time in her play. I did another stage play after her, but I'm back to her, you know. And then I did the film with Tony. I did the film back in March. But my first initial was with her, and my nerves was crazy, and they still kind of bundled up. I'm nervous right now.
I get it. It took me years. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me years. I was the shyest person, right? But then you just gotta overcome it.
Yeah.
And then you just feel good. It's good to push yourself. Do something different.
Yeah.
As an actress, you don't always want to play the same character, right?
Yeah.
You want to step out of the box and see how you can grow. Like challenge yourself. Like I don't always want to be a cop, or I don't always want to be the gangster lady on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I want to really show.
That's right.
So when it's time to put that portfolio out or to send that trailer of your work, you got something to show.
Yeah.
I was very apprehensive about my character.
But what was it about it? What was it that you read that made you feel that way?
I mean, when Dave sent me over the script, because initially, you know, he just asked for assistance with, you know, recruiting people, you know, with the right look for the play. So, you know, I suggested a few people. He took who he wanted to take, and then he, you know, requested that I play Uncle D, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play this guy.
What was it?
It's without, like I said, without going into detail with the character, it was just his whole character was just like, I'm not feeling this guy. I've done a movie already, and it was on YouTube. The gentleman, you know, he wanted to put it on his own channel and stuff like that. So when I did the movie, a lot of people hated that guy. You know, I played a guy named Andre in Single Moms, the movie. And they hated this guy, and I was like, "What the hell?" And so I'm like, I don't want to be that guy again. I hated in real life, but I'm just acting. But again, once I found out that this was the true story, I was like, man, how can I not? You know, I want to be a part of this. This is someone's real life. I want to help this awareness get out there. I want to be able to share this experience with Yolanda and the rest of the cast. So, yo, Dave, whatever you need from me, I'm on board. I'm going to tap into this guy. It's not me, but I'm going to tap into him, and that's that. So that's what I did.
No, but I get how you feel about that, because it was weird how, you know, sometimes you would watch your favorite movie and then the actors would say how they were walking down the street and people would be cursing them out because they the best. It's like, come on now. Like,
right, exactly. Like they bring it home with them.
From that. I mean, that means you did a hell of a job.
Right.
And people see you in the street and they mad at you and they want to put hands on you. Look.
You did your job.
You did your job.
For somebody that's make-believe or whatever, look, you did a hell of a job. Like, I don't mind that at this point. Like, I welcome, you could get bad press and good press, right? People always want to stay away from the bad press, but sometimes it can be more beneficial than you think. You know, not that you did a bad job, but the fact that they may not like, or you're ruthless, or you know, something to that nature. Because those people get a lot of play. Actually, they get some of the most hits. You know, so I'm so happy for you. And let's give shout out to the rest of the cast members that aren't here today. We got Gerald Kelly. Shout out to Gerald Kelly, who's part of the cast as well. And who else? Precious Hook.
Yes.
She's on here. You want to mention them? Or let's give them all a shout out. They're here in spirit with y'all today.
Precious.
Okay, so we got Messina Hodge.
Yes.
Messina
actually played me.
Yeah, she plays the daughter.
She's the lead. Yeah, she's the main character.
Yeah, she plays my daughter.
And at what age does it start?
At
12.
Yeah.
She's 12. Okay. Oh man, that's the most vital age too.
Yes.
Oh boy. And then we have Camp Smith Baker. No, that's not that. Okay. And Sax Kadera is the narrator.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Sax.
Yes.
Yes. And again, everybody, the next production is September 14th. It is at the Roulette, which is 509 Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. Doors open at 6, showtime at 7.
Yes.
This is Saturday, September 14th. You can go to www.growngirlsnyc.com to get your tickets. Tickets are available now. You do not want to miss this. Also, check out and support the nonprofit organization Grown Girls, okay? Because it's important that we give back to our communities as well. And come out and support. Like, you know, we can have the next Miss Tyler Perry right here. You know, so we have to support each other. And also the actors and actresses. No telling. Like next year, somebody might be Netflix. Somebody might be on BT. You don't know.
No, you never know.
You know, we all are growing and learning in this industry as well. So I salute to you. Now, is there anything, like, what have you learned from the experience? Before we end, what tips would you give to somebody else in the business or actors? You could give it to actors, following your passion, whatever you want to speak about to end the segment. Let's let you have your final words before we say goodbye today.
Well,
we'll start with we'll start with Hannah. Yes, executive producer.
What I like people to take away from the story is that how you start is not how you have to end. You know, this was, the true life story was not great growing up for me in the 90s and everything, but look at me now. I'm sitting here talking about my stage play. You know what I mean? So things do turn around, you know?
Well, I would say follow your dream, follow your heart, stay prayed up. And, just do what you got to do. Networking is key. Is the key. Network.
I would say, don't be afraid, to step out of your comfort zone. Because being uncomfortable is the new comfortable. So don't be afraid to step out your comfort zone and try new things. If it's acting, then it's acting. If it's music, it's music. Whatever it may be, just don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone.
I would just say networking is key because that's how I ended up getting here.
Yeah.
Amir, I met him on set.
Amir, hey Amir.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Amir,
Amir.
that's my guy.
Shout out to him.
Also, just focus. That's really all it is. The more, if you got an idea, do it. Because if you put it to the side, you're not going to do it.
Right.
Right. That's right.
And I would say everything they said. For me, definitely a deep level of faith,
Yeah.
of course, in God, and
Yes.
being good to people. You know, a
Yes.
lot of this business and everything else is how your reputation usually exceeds you.
Right.
Know your purpose, have confidence in yourself, and be like you. Like you'll say, Heaven, you know, I got this, I get this. Like help, share information, encourage people. And
That's
so
right.
from this play, like from domestic violence, physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, everything you could think of
Is
that
in this play?
Yes.
Wow.
everything that you can
Molestation,
think of,
everything,
and that's
yes.
the touching part. Like some scenes will just, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, she went through all of that. And like she said, some of us could have went through, I know I've had some, you know, we know people and like, look how God turned it around.
Right. That's
You
right.
know, so that's the thing. Like we go
That's
through
right.
stuff like she said, but look at us now and just stay hopeful. Stay hopeful and believe in your dreams and don't let nobody take it from you. Don't matter how old you are and
Right.
you know what level you are in. So that's the blessing for me.
Right.
That's what I
Yes.
would tell somebody.
And I think it's also important to highlight some of these issues that we go through within our community, right? Because I work with children now, and I see this. I see children actively going through different things that they shouldn't have to as children. And I like the fact when you speak about it through film, through music, it makes people who may feel alone know that there's other people going through it. It helps to connect them to resources.
Right.
And sometimes it makes them want to use their own voice.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It makes them say, look, this is not right. Even if they didn't know it before. You know, they might
Right.
see something, hear something, and want to take action.
Right.
And we need to do this more, you know, on so many different levels. That's how we heal. This is a part of healing, right, for us. And we need to heal as individuals from the things that we've been through, but also as a community.
Exactly.
You know, so I applaud you and I thank you. Let's get those social media tags up so we can have the cast follow. Is the main Instagram Tales of a Grown Girl on IG?
Yes.
Okay, make sure you follow that page for updates. And you said after September 14th, the show will be going on the road.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
Yes.
they traveling, y'all. Y'all better come out. Y'all better come out on the 14th, and y'all better see it while it's here. Or you're going to have to buy a plane ticket or a bus ticket next, okay? So catch us while it's here. I thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the segment. Again, shout out to my guests for coming through and sharing time with me today. And we are highlighting theater and music today, y'all. That is the theme for the show. Stay tuned for my next guest, Amornay. She's going to come through with some powerful music, and we're going to sit down and we're going to hear her story. Stay tuned.
19.7% of Bronxites currently experience food insecurity. Meanwhile, instead of these nice, colorful foods, this is the best food that they have access to. If this sounds like you, there are a bunch of resources to get healthy food for free or cheap. If you want to help, you might consider donating or volunteering in one of these places. Community fridges like this one are all over the city and allow New Yorkers to conveniently donate extra food to people who might need it. Go to this link and find your nearest one. Food banks and pop-up events like these provide millions of healthy meals to families in need. These organizations are distributing meals to Bronxites as we speak and are always accepting donations and volunteers.
You don't You don't, you don't, you don't, you don't, you don't, you don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line. Emotions got you high, because I know that you don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line, asking for my time, asking for my peace of mind, running up my days, calling me late, telling me if you was my man, you would treat me like a fan, knowing you would respect my goods, rolling up, get another wood, pass it, don't you get too high, trying to get to know your past and why you trust me, let alone you lost me, you wanna know my ways, understand my pain, but what if you walk away, leave me straight, you don't know what I embrace, to stay the same, what's the point of anything, you don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line, emotions got you high, because I know that you don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line, asking for my time, asking for my You don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line. Emotions got you high, because I know that you don't trust nobody, but you're calling on my line, asking for my time, asking for my peace of mind, running up all of my time, you want my peace of mind, wind me up and down, you want my peace of mind. I'm not the one to be trusted, don't get caught up in this loving, I'm not the one to be trusted. I'm not the one to be trusted. Thank you. This is Caught My Eye. Something about you caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Something about you caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Something about you caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Something about you made me realize, if I'm not with you, why I should look for the right guy. When you're right here in mine, I just know if you stay right here, you gon' never leave right. I wanna know if you wanna tell on the girl, if you wanna give her the world, if you wanna. I wanna know if you're gonna stroke it for me, work it for me. Stroke it, baby, stroke it, baby. Something about you caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Something about you caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Caught my eye, oh. Something about you made me realize, if I'm not with you, why I should look for the right guy. When you're right here in mine, I just know if you stay right here, you gon' never leave right. You gon' never leave right. That was Caught My Eye. Thank you, thank you.
All right, what a wonderful performance by Amornay. Welcome to the show, and like, love your music.
Thank you.
I'm a fan. I'm just gonna put it out there right now, everybody. I am a fan. I was so happy I got to see her perform at a Juneteenth event in the Bronx. And I was like, wow. Like, you know, I didn't know what to expect with the performances, but you definitely stood out.
Thank you so
And I'm
much.
so happy that the connection kept going where I got in touch with your manager. Shout out to Kayvon. That's it, right? Shout out to Kayvon and for making the connection last minute. Making it happen, bringing you here. So I'm blown away. I love those two songs. So
Thank you.
let's talk about you and you know, tell us a little bit about how you got started. I know you've been a music lover. I can hear it in your music.
Yes.
But tell us a little bit about your background.
With music?
Yes.
Okay.
I know you. Wait. Let me say. Wait. Actress, songwriter, musician. Okay.
Yes.
You got 3 titles here.
3
But let's
titles.
start off with with being the singer, the R&B singer.
Singer.
But not even R&B. Go ahead.
Okay.
I keep talking. Go ahead.
No problem. Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Very professional. Love
Thank
it.
you.
So, I mean, I've always done music, you know, in school when it comes to chorus or, you know, band or, you know, playing different instruments. But I really got into songwriting around 19. I heard an instrumental on YouTube and I just started putting some words to it. And then I'm like, I actually want to sing, so I went to singing classes.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did. And it took me a while to find my voice. I didn't know if I wanted to be, you know, alto, soprano, if I wanted to sing, you know, high, low. So it took me a couple years to get my voice. And then, you know, went to the studio, and from there, you know, studio, and just keep writing and connections and trial and errors.
Yes. Those are like the beginning stages, right? When you're trying to figure it all out. What's your sound? Like, how do you want the world to see you as an artist? You know what I mean? So that does take some time.
Right.
So did you have like a good, strong team letting you know, like, that doesn't work, this works? Or did you have like this self-discovery? You had to find your own way on your own?
So, well, first starting out, when I sang to my mother and my brother,
right,
and they were like,
whole family, right?
They're like, you need singing lessons. So then I just I record myself, and then I listen back. I don't like it, I like it. So it was just me critiquing, and then, you know, sending it out to friends and seeing if they liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the producers that you ended up working with on your music, how did you form your sound? Like, what were you looking for in a sound for what you wanted to create on?
So I look for, well, I do write some pop music too.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
But with R&B, I like a very chill vibe, melodic. I do like different horns, trumpet. Yeah. So,
good. 'Cause I can see the range. And like we said off camera, you were saying some of the people that inspired you musically was Janet Jackson. I can hear it.
Thank you.
Sade, I can hear it. And was it Aaliyah? Who was the third?
Aaliyah.
Yeah, I can hear. And what a great combination of all 3. Because I was like, wow, she kind of reminded me then, like, she really has her own sound. But to me, that sound is missing right now. Like, we have the Scissors. Like, we have some great, like, I really like some of the new R&B artists that are out right now. And I feel like, you know, we kind of veered off a little bit, but we're coming back when it comes to, like, R&B music and the exposure, and not just it being, like, hip-hop R&B. I hear some very strong R&B sounds, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
bring it on back.
Like, like old school.
Right,
old
like
school.
how it was when I was growing up, right? We kind of lost it a little bit because it like merged and got infused with the hip hop so much. It's like they made the R&B more like a hook, right?
Yes.
But now you see kind of like the reverse now. You see it more. I listen more to the radio, Sirius XM. I'm not really sure about Hot 97 and those kind of things. So my listening platform, I'm hearing more R&B. So I'm happy for that, right?
Yes,
so how do
same
you
here.
feel about, like, you know, just music and where it's at and how you fit? How do you see yourself fitting into the music today?
What I really want people to what I really inspire for people to do when I'm performing is dance.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't really see that anymore. People just stand and watch, but no one really dances.
Right.
So I want people to dance and feel, or when it comes to Sade's music, I love her music. To like really feel it and not just listen.
Right. Right. Like I felt those 2 songs, like
Thank
in my
you.
soul, like like
Oh,
I
wow,
think
thank you.
no, I really felt it. Like I said, the music, your production is really good, and just the way the mood makes you feel, it's very chill. Like I could see myself being upset for something, throwing that on, and be like, okay, let me chill back with my wine now, and just relax,
Yeah.
put my feet up. Like that's
Yep.
the whole mood, that's the whole vibe right
Yes.
there. I haven't heard your pop, but what I heard today.
Yeah.
That's the vibe,
That's
you
the
know?
vibes, yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
So, like you said, you started music early, you played instruments as well. And what about the acting? I know we got to talk about acting. We'll come back to the music, y'all, okay? Well, let's talk a little bit about your acting career, because you've been doing SAG work and things like that,
Oh,
right?
yes. Acting is my first love. I
Okay.
started with acting, pursuing it first for my career. And so I went to acting classes out of high school
Okay.
to the city. And then I started doing background work, and I worked my way up to the union.
Okay.
And now I just, I do union jobs now, or short films,
Nice.
or featured parts.
Casting networks?
Casting networks,
Yes,
Central
yeah.
Casting,
Yes.
Actors Access,
Yes.
Backstage.
Right, right. the list.
The list goes
That's
on.
the official list right there, right?
Oh yeah, submitting.
That's a process too.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
like how you said in both cases you took classes.
Yes.
Did y'all catch that?
Oh,
She said
yes.
she took classes. She took this very seriously, which people try to skip that step sometime, but it's very important. You really
Yes.
learn some key elements to whatever career or whatever job, whatever you want to do.
Right, right.
It's good to get some kind of structured format and to learn from some of the people that's really been through it already.
Right. I'm very open-minded, and I know that I need to learn more. So I mean, going to classes definitely helped me.
Yeah.
Helped me out.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah.
Now, songwriting, were you always into writing? Because sometimes I see people, songwriters I hear, right? They start poetry or short story. It's
Yeah.
something, you have to have that in you, right? A little
Right,
bit, so to
right.
speak.
So I guess in high school I started writing poems.
What
Yeah, I
say,
started
right?
writing
What
poems.
say,
I don't know
right,
why.
Right.
My first poem was called like Perspective.
Okay.
So it rhymes, and then but when I first started writing music, it was very simple. Like it didn't sound too great. So yeah, just years of just working on my sound and what I want to talk about. Yeah, it took some work.
So
to get there.
overall, you are a very creative person.
Yes, I
right?
am.
When you have more than one lane, then you have to give yourself that title. Like
Right.
I'm very, very creative.
Right. If I'm not on set, I'm in the studio. If I'm not, remembering my lines, I'm writing.
Right.
So I'm doing both every day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a constant, it's daily work.
It's daily
So let's
work.
talk about the music release. Let's go back to the music. Tell us about your songs. Where can we find them? What you're working on? Upcoming projects. Give us the
Okay.
update.
Got you. So my name is Amornay. It's on all platforms, Amornay. And I recently just dropped 7 singles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
This year.
7, y'all. Okay.
The algorithm, and and so now I'm working on a new project.
Okay.
It could be singles or a whole EP project. So that's what I'm working on now. It's a new vibe.
Not like what we heard today.
No,
Something different.
It's the same. It's the same, but just more like melodic,
Okay.
Sade-esque.
Okay,
So,
good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's been able to come in like Marsha Ambrosius. Like I love her too. She's very melodic to me, But yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
We definitely need that. Okay.
I like to feel the music. Yes.
So the music that you're working on now, you feel is more melodic. That's getting ready to come out.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So
Soon.
did you add more instruments to it? Like, how do you get that sound? Like, like you said, trumpet, horn. Like, what goes into that? Like,
It's it's just the feeling, the feeling. You just know.
That's it.
It's just it's just the feeling.
Because soon as the first note hit today, I was already rocking. You know, like when the first note could grab you before you even open up your mouth and sing.
Right.
It's like you got me from the very first couple of seconds.
Yeah.
You know, people want to do that in all avenues of what they're doing. If you could grab somebody's attention, those first couple of seconds, the way we think and the way we process nowadays is like the most important piece, right?
Right.
So if you could do as soon as that beat drop, make people look around like, who's on
that?
stage?
Yeah.
And that was me in the park. Like, who's singing? It's like, you know, we always like in a trance, like looking like, okay, if you can get that every time, that's the winning strategy.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's why I perform too.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that same effect. Okay, so how many songs are going to be on your next release that you have?
I don't have the number just yet.
Okay, you're still working on it.
I'm still working on it, yes. Oh, yes.
So what is your process when you are creating a song?
I like to be in the dark.
Okay, okay. That's really no distractions.
Yeah, do not
That's
disturb.
total focus right there.
Yeah, I like to be in the, well, you know, I have my computer screen. That's the light there, but I really like to just hone in and, again, that word, just feel it. And, you know, and then I write a couple sentences or verse, chorus, and then I go back and listen to it. Do I like it? Got to change a couple words with the melodies and harmonies and things like that.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's not easy. Some people, I went to a studio, I did 10 songs in one day. That don't mean they're good songs, though. I'm not saying, I'm not doubting anybody's ability, because some people could be that crafty. But I think when you have a message, because first it's like, what do you want to say? How do you want to say it? Where are you going to break it up at? I mean, I'm not a music expert, but I know it's a lot of different elements that go into it, right? Do I want to start here? All of those things you have to think about.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then I also read, like, you had like a health scare growing up a little bit, right?
I did.
So, yeah. So how was that? I mean, you're okay today.
I'm okay today, yes.
Good.
Yeah, I had, thank you.
Yes.
I had cancer when I was 11.
Wow. That must have been tough.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And because I could imagine kids cry when they hear that their tonsils got to come out at 11. So imagine something like that. You don't know what that means.
Right.
You know, you have to figure it out, and then you have all these people, your life changes, you know?
Yeah, that's where perspective, the poem, came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Because that will change how you feel about things.
See the world. Yeah. And
it's not about jumping double dutch at that point. It's about, I need to figure out if I'm going to be okay. So that's scary.
Yeah.
So did you implement that into your music when you first started, like years later when you first got really serious about music? Did you have a song or something that kind of was dedicated to that time in your life?
I had one song that I wrote, but I never continued with it. And now it's not, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It got
so
lost.
maybe one day I'll write a song. Eventually I would like to go into, you know, the hospital with the kids and sing to them.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
When I read that part in your bio, I was like, you know, the way your music is, I could see you writing something very soothing for, because, you know, we got the children's hospitals, we have, you know, children are going through so many things, and they gravitate towards music, you know, and that would be something great to hear how somebody else, I don't know, I don't know where that came from, but things like that just be hitting me out the blue, you know, and, you know, it would be great to inspire somebody to see, look at me now today, like I made it through a dark time. For me, like it was scary, and you could identify with the emotions that some other people may be feeling. It might be very helpful.
To connect with them, make them feel like it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
And then you put on a pop song after. We dance,
uh-huh.
right?
And then we dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how we do it. So, I mean, that's what music is about, right? That's why we act. That's why we do music. That's why we do all the things we do to motivate and inspire other people.
Yes.
So what are you looking forward to this year?
Just keeping the peace.
Keeping it right.
Keeping
That's
the
number
peace.
one. That's number one.
Keeping the peace.
Mm-hmm.
More performances still in the studio with acting, having a, you know, bigger featured role.
Yeah.
Building up my business just all together. I have different business ventures too, but
Like
that's
what? Like what? This lady is busy. Like what? I thought I was busy.
that's
like
in
what?
that's in the
Clothing
future.
line. What we got? Shoes. What are we doing?
My book with my book writing about the cancer and
Oh, see, I touched on something and I didn't even know it. Okay.
and
all
then
right.
yeah, I have something I want to create an alcohol line,
Okay.
a brand.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have that
Mhm.
and just other things eventually, but that's down the line.
Right.
I need to focus on
Yeah.
these things.
Hey, you never know which is going to be the lane that gets you there, right?
You never know.
And they say in order to be successful, what? You have to have multiple streams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to think along that manner. It may not all happen today,
Yes.
but, you
It
know,
will
down the
happen.
line, we have to have that 5-year, that 10-year plan, right? So
Step by steps.
Yes, yes. So what do you love most about acting?
I really love that you can be different characters,
Mm-hmm.
as in just being in different settings every day.
Yeah.
It's a different setting, and I do like the challenge of memorizing a script
Yeah, that is a challenge.
and then
I'm doing
performing
one right
it.
now. It's a real challenge.
And performing it,
Yeah.
I love that challenge.
Yeah, me
of
too.
it.
Me too.
And then being in different, costumes, characters,
That is, it's really
hair,
fun.
makeup.
Right. As a production person that's always in charge of when somebody's going to show up, when somebody's going to do this, I love the fact I can just show up with my script. What do you want me to do? And I can just, be free with it, So,
Yes.
yeah, we have some things in common. And I'm going to be looking forward to your music.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, where can we go find your music?
It's on all platforms.
Everything,
All
y'all.
platforms,
Mhm. Okay.
Amornay.
Amornay. Okay. And for bookings and things like that, who should they contact?
Kayvon Dutch.
That's why I threw that in. I'm like, da-da, like that. All right, so make sure, how do you spell, what's the social media for contacts with bookings? 'Cause y'all need to book her. I've seen her live perform. It's a beautiful thing. And when you have an R&B show, anything, she could pull up. And also for directors, do you have projects that we can see, like where your film projects? Really with cast, it could be anywhere, right?
Right. It's on my website too. On my website.
Oh, you have your own website.
Yes, amornay.com.
Okay.
And my IMDb for acting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so directors and casting call people, make sure you reach out and check her out, check out her work. And anything that you want to say to your team or anybody you've been working with, any words of inspiration that you would like to leave us with today? Because we're getting one more performance, y'all, so don't go nowhere, because after we talk and chat and we wrap this up, she's going to take us out gracefully. So just stay tuned for that. But any inspiring words?
Well, shout out to you
Thank
and your
you.
team. Very nice. Shout out to Dutch and everyone that's been supporting me. And just all I can say with inspiring words is keep the peace. Find peace within your day.
Please.
Every day.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. That's
Yes.
so very important.
Peace.
I'm sorry, Joe. Say that again. Sorry. Oh, okay. I never do that on set, but I figure I'm comfortable. I'm with my peoples. I can say that. It's okay. So yeah, keep the peace, right? Keep doing what you love. Like, don't be afraid to start. Have you ever been like stage fright or anything like that?
And also to love yourself.
Right.
Love yourself. Stage fright. I mean, yeah, for sure.
You
For
do?
sure, yeah.
Even with camera work and filming and singing, right? It never goes away.
It never
right?
goes away.
I don't know why.
Hopefully one day
How
it
do you
will.
handle it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know with acting, they tell you, look at the black dot in the back of the room. Don't look at nobody's face. Like, how do you do it with your crowd? Like, does that change your mood if you're singing and you see somebody like, You know, did that change your mood, or do you kind of sing to them and get them
I'll
involved?
sing to them.
Right.
I'll sing to them.
Right,
yeah.
right. We got to pull you in. Everybody has to leave with a smile. Well, I hope you enjoyed our taping today of Just Give Me the Mic TV. I had a wonderful time. Shout out to the cast of A Grown Girl coming through, telling us about their production. Again, that's Saturday, September 14th at the Roulette Theater. Make sure y'all come out, support in Brooklyn. Go to the website, www.growngirlnyc.com. Check them out. Make sure you go to Amornay.com. Check her out. Check out her acting, some of her songs.
Social
What
media,
else? Social
Instagram.
media.
Yeah.
Everything is Amornay, which is simple because I got like 2s and 3s and all this other stuff. I don't know why I just didn't keep it simple, but you have it simple. Amornay on Instagram.
Yes.
Everything is very, very simple. Shout out to her team and have a lovely, lovely Saturday, y'all. I'm having a great day. And I wish y'all peace and blessings, y'all. And make sure y'all subscribe and tune in to Just Give Me the Mic. We are here. We support positive people doing positive things, people in our community. We love to have you come on the show so we can showcase you. And if you're interested in being on the show, that's Just Give Me the Mic 12 at gmail.com. Send me an email, and we'll see what we can do, y'all. You can come and chat on Just Give Me the Mic TV. I hope you enjoyed. Good night.
You sound good. Coming back.
Nah, I mean, come over if you want to. Ask whatever you want to do, man. I ain't judging you. I said I ain't judging you. You just got the green light.
I've been calling on me cause the girl you was a boy.
Why you calling me?
Up when you real shit cause you know I played my part. Back when I cooked the rice, you stirred the pot.
I mean,
Why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was the word. Know your needs in this world. Why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was the word. Know your needs in this world. See you down and out in. You know I'm around in. You on my couch in. You take it off in. You eat me out in. You love me now. What you gotta do to make you come back to her? Make it work. You know that I will fly away like a bird. I love my work, know my worth. Why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was a word. Know your needs in this world. Why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was a word. Know your needs in this world. Back, go back, you know you want me. Back, go back, you know you miss me. Fuck all night, you know you like it. Up all night, and why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was a word. Know your needs in this world. Why you coming back? Why you coming back for me? I guess things are going bad. Shorty ain't doing her work. Fuck all that was a word. Know your needs in this world.